The article discusses the dichotomy between development and populism in the context of electoral promises made by political parties in India. It highlights the common practice of presenting physical infrastructure as a symbol of development, which is often myopic and overlooks long-term environmental consequences. The obsession with mega-infrastructure projects, coupled with their financial burdens and environmental costs, can lead to calamities and hinder future growth. In contrast, economic populism, though often criticized for fiscal implications, can serve as a necessary intervention to balance the focus on visible infrastructure and ensure more equitable distribution of growth benefits. The article calls for a balanced approach that considers both development and populism while addressing the needs of the people.
The article critiques India's recent criminal law bills, arguing that they fail to decolonize the legal system and instead reinforce colonial-style powers. It contends that a truly decolonized legal framework would reflect the changed relationship between citizens and the state, focusing on serving citizens rather than controlling them. The bills, however, are criticized for their overbroad and constitutionally suspect provisions, increasing police powers and expanding suppression disguised as security measures. The article highlights the lack of reform in essential colonial institutions like police and prisons, underscoring the gap between the rhetoric of decolonization and the actual legislative outcomes.
India experienced a deficit monsoon in 2023, receiving nearly 6% less rainfall than the normal average. Despite predictions of a subdued monsoon due to the El Niño phenomenon, several states in North India were unexpectedly deluged, leading to floods and landslides. These intense rainfall episodes were attributed to unusual western disturbances, indicating the broader impacts of anthropogenic warming. Conversely, drought-like conditions prevailed in Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Bihar, and Karnataka, causing water stress and disputes over river water sharing. The India Meteorological Department forecasts a normal northeast monsoon and emphasizes the need for resilient infrastructure to combat the unpredictable nature of the changing climate.
India achieved a historic feat at the Asian Games in Hangzhou, surpassing the 50-medal mark in a single day. The country won 15 medals on Sunday, setting a record for a single day at the Asiad. Athletics played a significant role, with Avinash Sehgal winning the country's first athletics gold in the 3,000-meter steeplechase, and Tajinderpal Singh too retaining his shot put gold despite a groin injury. Other notable victories included the equestrian dressage team winning gold after 41 years, shooter Sift Kaur Samra setting a world record, and the women's cricket team winning gold on its Asiad debut. India's young stars demonstrated their potential across various sports, indicating a promising future.
The BRICS grouping, comprising Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, emerged out of economic compulsion and offers long-term opportunities. With China and India as members, it represents one-third of the world's population and holds significant economic potential. Amidst polarization between the US and other parts of the world, countries seek alternatives like BRICS, where democratic nations balance China's dominance. Additionally, BRICS nations, particularly India and China, are advancing in digital currency, aiming to reduce reliance on the US dollar. Africa, the continent of future economic growth, sees potential in partnering with BRICS members, fostering long-term alliances.
The silence from India's Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, following the All India Anna Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, AIDMK, party's exit from the BJP-led National Democratic Alliance, NDA, suggests unpreparedness for the split. The AIDMK cited controversial remarks from the BJP state president as a reason for the separation. While there is speculation about a possible reconciliation, the likelihood of it happening is low, given the AIDMK's firm stance and BJP's recent momentum in the state. The BJP may now rely on the momentum it has built and alliances with other parties to secure votes in Tamil Nadu, despite the challenges posed by the AIDMK's exit.
The World Health Organization, WHO, reported a significant increase in cholera cases globally in 2022, with more than twice as many cases compared to 2021. The rise in cases is attributed to the decline of COVID-19 restrictions, limited investments in vulnerable populations, climate change effects, and increasing conflicts. The increase complicates WHO's goal to reduce global cholera deaths by 90% by 2030. Africa and Asia continue to report the majority of cases, while some countries in the Middle East, such as Lebanon and Syria, reported cases after a decade. The use of rapid diagnostic tests also increased significantly in 2022.
The Supreme Court Committee on Prison Reforms revealed that suicide is the leading cause of unnatural deaths among Indian prisoners, with Uttar Pradesh recording the highest number of suicides between 2017 and 2021. Prison deaths are categorized as natural or unnatural, with natural deaths attributed to aging and illnesses, and unnatural deaths including suicide, assaults, fire, negligence, and accidents. The distinction between natural and unnatural deaths remains unclear, leading to underreporting and lack of investigation. Overcrowded prisons, inadequate medical care, and neglect contribute to these deaths. Authorities recommend improved healthcare facilities, mental health support, and suicide prevention programs to address the crisis.
In the context of West Bengal's notorious political violence, a study by Dvapayan Bhattacharya delves into the concept of franchisee politics. This unique model involves party leaders outsourcing social control to community leaders and local authority to grassroots party bosses. Initially established by the Left Front, this system granted legitimacy and authority to the Communist Party of India, Marxist, CPM, through violence or the threat thereof. However, the model evolved with Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress, characterized by her charisma and a franchisee approach. This approach allowed local leaders to use Banerjee's brand and charisma for their political gain, leading to a complex web of violence and power struggles. The paper suggests that this model's transactional nature created vulnerabilities exploited by the BJP, yet also limited the BJP's potential expansion in the state due to the unique socio-political dynamics of West Bengal.
Lagrange points, named after mathematician Joseph Louis Lagrange, are unique positions in space where the gravitational forces between two large celestial bodies balance the centrifugal force felt by a smaller object, allowing it to remain stationary relative to the larger bodies. These points are ideal for satellites and observatories as they provide stable positions. Aditya L1, a solar observatory launched by ISRO, is headed to the L1 Lagrange point, 1.5 million km from Earth, for an unobstructed view of the Sun. The Lagrange points are crucial for space exploration and are being explored as potential sites for future space colonies due to their stability and minimal fuel requirements.
As fall arrives in Scandinavia, the Nobel Prize season begins with announcements in medicine or physiology, physics, chemistry, literature, peace, and economics. Established by Alfred Nobel, the prizes honor those who have significantly benefited humanity. Nobel, an inventor of dynamite, decided to fund these awards with his vast fortune. This year, the prize money has been raised by 10% to about $1 million, and winners also receive an 18-karat gold medal and diploma. While Nobel Prize diversity has improved, critics urge judges to highlight discoveries made by women and scientists outside Europe and North America, promoting inclusivity in the prestigious awards.